So this is pretty much it. This is going to be the last like regular episode of this whole series. And yeah, it's a little bit longer than usual, or lately at least, but it's basically just a little quick wrap up, and then yeah, we'll do one more, and we'll do like a full recap of everything we could have done better, what we did well, and what we're happy with, and all that stuff after this. But for now, let's just get into this one. And we got a harvest day to kind of start things off. And we're not going to replant for the most part. Or I mean we are, but we're not going to harvest again, so it might as well not exist. And I guess really there's not much else to do. We don't even really need to replant. It's kind of wasn't necessarily the best use of our time, considering our new goals. And that goal, I guess, as a refresher from last episode, is to try and hit that 10 million. And that way we can buy a golden clock for the farm before spring 1. And again, I don't think it's too wild of a goal, but there are things like already that we could have done differently to make it a little bit easier to get, you know what I mean? Like, for example, we don't need to plant these seeds. There's really no reason for us to do it. We don't even need to go get all this stuff done now for the infinity gavel. Like, that's kind of not really in service of our goals, but I've been wanting it. And I think it looks cool. So we did it. So you gotta make some concessions, I guess. And that's what we're doing. Right now, we're going to the forge. We got our remaining 2 galaxy souls. I guess we never repaired that thing, so we're gonna walk. And yeah, we're gonna make our actual final weapon. And the rest of the day, I mean, we are gonna spend a pretty fat chunk of it doing stuff we shouldn't be doing, which is like replanting those seeds and like buying seeds. I'm curious to know how much money we spent on these seeds, and I hope it's not a certain number. I don't know, we'll find out here in a little bit. We got 7 million gold right now. We only need 3 million to hit our goal. We have tons of wine coming up, tons of jam or jelly or whatever. And we have tons of radioactive ore that we're gonna get. Well, I guess within a couple days here. So yeah, 3 million isn't that crazy. We could always like geode farm, I guess, but that's not fun, and I don't think there's any floors that are good for it on this file. And yeah, so we're gonna buy these seeds real quick. I don't know how many. I think we need like 600 or something. So we're gonna spend a pretty fat chunk. We spent like 200,000. Oh, more. 240,000 gold on starfruit seeds. That's kind of a lot. So that might be another big mistake. That might be a bigger mistake than the winter festival. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Oh yeah, this is like the first time I've left in me planting starfruit seeds. Like, I usually cut this stuff out, but I guess here I am doing it. I'll cut out like the major field because you don't want to see me planting an additional like 400 seeds. But after that, then we'll head into the dangerous mines. I don't know what else we could really do in these final days. We have like 3 solid days left. Like, what else can we do? I guess we won't have any new key quests. We won't have any new bulletin board quests. I guess we could work on relationships, but with this current goal, we don't really have time, so we definitely won't be doing that. Like, winter is kind of a funky time when there's just not much to do if you're already like well ahead of your goals. Like if we were doing perfection, we'd have a lot of stuff to do right now. But yeah, so that was a ton of seeds we just planted that we won't get until next year. It'll be nice for next year to have like 500 starfruit, but I really wish I didn't do that. I really wish I didn't do that. But yeah, these kegs hopefully will be ready on the 28th. They should be ready like just in time to sell to like Pierre and everything. So that will be nice. Otherwise, yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. Resetting this floor over and over and over again. Today's luck isn't as good as it was yesterday, or whatever day that was, 24th. So it's going to be a little rougher. But we're going to start at 3 o'clock-ish and do this pretty much the rest of the day. So we should end up with a decent amount of radioactive ore, ideally over 200. But it's not looking that way. Like we have 75 right now, and that's pretty trash. And yeah, there's just nothing else you can do. There's really not. Like to make a ton of money fast, there's only so many options. And I'm still trying to think of other ones we can do, because even now it's too late to abuse the new Pierre exploit. And it's too late for like most stuff. The only thing it's not too late for are casino exploits. And then like straight up cheats, like using the bracket notation to spawn in items, duping stuff in multiplayer mode, or using like CJB cheats or CBJ or whatever it is, and just adding money. So like there's only a certain amount of things we can do to get this money, and right now it's mostly just like sell everything and hope alongside I don't know, wine and farming for ore. And then at the end of this, I guess we just have to really hope we're not short by 240,000 gold, because that'd be really brutal, because that was an unnecessary expense. So I really hope that's not the case. I don't remember, and I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll find that out pretty much at the same time. But yeah, here I am just doing the same thing. Decent luck again, not perfect, but decent enough. And so like this takes, I would say like a full run of this is like 35 or 40 minutes instead of a normal 20-minute day. So it's definitely time consuming, not really fun to do, not really fun to watch. So I skip all of it. I skipped it all. You don't need to see it. It's boring. I got 116 ore, which I guess is fine. I'm not putting any more starfruit into these. They won't be done in time. I'm just going to sell raw starfruit in addition to these goods. And again, just hope that we have enough money. And just see what happens. So, yeah, and then we'll, as soon as we finish all this up, which we didn't really need to do it now, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Today's kind of our last day to even radioactive ore farm, because tomorrow, well, because it takes 10 hours for radioactive ore to be done, so we have to have it all smelted pretty much by today, otherwise we won't have it in time to go to Clint's to sell it. So, yeah. And then we're going to sell all of our animal goods. We could sell all of our animals. I think each duck is worth about $800. But I'm not going to sell my ducks. They're my ducks. I've had them this whole time. Or a really long time. And they're mine. And I'm not going to do that. I might sell the pig. I don't care about the pig. I might have already just sold him and just didn't even notice. Also, last episode, I got the little message that Fatso loves me. And so that, I don't know if you know about that, but it's like if you pet your cat and give him water enough, he builds friendship points, or she, depending on how you want to see it, or whatever. And they'll eventually love you, and you get like grandpa points for it. So that happened at the end of yesterday, or sorry, end of last episode. But yeah, anyway, back to farming. Mindless farming. And so if I can get another, I don't know how much I need. I know how much I need, but I don't know how much. I didn't do the math yet on how much like I'm gonna get from wine, how much I'm gonna get from today selling all my starfruit and stuff. So we'll have a better idea of it tomorrow. But I think I need like another 200 or 300 radioactive ore at least to like be secure. And it's not looking super good. I think we have 96, which is a lot. But that's what we're gonna end up with because we have to get it smelting now. And I don't know, it's not looking great for us. And that starfruit mistake is looking like a bigger and bigger mistake by the moment. And it's a stretch goal still, like this 10 million. It's a stretch goal, so I'm not super worried about it, but I would have kind of liked to get it. So I don't know, we'll see. I guess we could probably sell everything. In fact, I thought I sold all of my seeds. Hold on a second. I don't know. That was weird. I thought I sold my seeds earlier, but I didn't. I just like took them all out of my inventory and put them back in the chest again. I don't know. I thought maybe I like used the wrong file from the previous days in the video or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's fine. I just took all the stuff out of my inventory and put it back in the chest for no reason. And I could have sold all that stuff, but it wouldn't have been worth a ton of money. And so like we had a good day of sales. We had 1.4 million in sales, and we still have like 274 things of wine to sell. That will be done today at 1 o'clock exactly. I've actually played this day probably like 10 times to try to make this happen. And yeah, I played it probably more than 10 times to try and make that 10 million goal happen. And the fact is I just couldn't do it. There was nothing I could do to make it work. I kept coming up short over and over and over again. And I couldn't make that goal. And I don't know how much I was off by. But everything I tried, I just couldn't get there. Wiping out this whole cave, destroying everything, selling all the iridium sprinklers, building tons of furnaces to smelt all of the gold ore I have saved up to Clint before he closes, gathering all the wine, literally everything. And I couldn't get there. I was unbelievably close. And again, I don't remember what that number is, and we'll find out here in a little while, but I was so close to this goal. It was the most frustrating thing. And that's why I kept trying over and over again, because like I figured there's something I could do. I just couldn't do it. And I sold all my prismatic shards. I sold stone, I sold wood, I sold ore, I sold coal, I sold all my food, I sold literally everything you could, I sold my weapon, or all my like weapons and stuff to the Adventurers Guild, and I just couldn't get it to happen. And yeah, I'm a little worried to see how much I missed it by. Oh, I was really frustrated at this point, so I'm just like taking it out on the villagers. I tried to shoot Pierre with a slingshot, and you like can't get him when he's behind the counter, or he doesn't acknowledge it. And yeah, I didn't sell the ducks. I guess I never did that, but it just wasn't worth enough money. And like right now I'm just burning time because I know I have until 1 before I can start harvesting the wine. And so I kind of don't have a whole lot left to do until I do that. But this is probably like the closest I've been to a goal without making it. And I'm really glad it was just a stretch goal, because it would have been a bummer. It would have been a bummer for this to be like a 40-hour playthrough only to miss your goal by a few percentage points, you know? And so yeah, you can tell I was kind of over it, because I'm just literally sitting here waiting. And just waiting until I go down there to pick up the last bits of wine. And yeah, I'm selling everything direct to the merchants today. So timing this out is also surprisingly tight, even though it doesn't seem like it. Because by the time I harvest all this wine, it'll be 3:20, 3:30. And I also have to get all the gold that I was smelting, as well as any, radioactive ore that I was smelting. And then make it to Clint's by 4, and then to Pierre's by 5. And Pierre's is easy, but there are a few playthroughs I missed going to Clint's by a second, you know? And even though I couldn't have actually pulled it off anyway, it was still pretty disheartening to miss it by that small amount. But yeah, it's 3:20. Grab all this wine. That's why I left that 1 gold bar, because I didn't think I had time. And accidentally hit my horse. Yeah, I did miss it on this particular playthrough, but I think at this point I just said forget about it. So yeah, I missed Clint. I only would have made it a little bit extra, not much. And so yeah, so we missed it by way more than we could have. We missed it by more than 240,000, which is a good thing. But I actually could have made this happen. And yeah, I decided one last desperate attempt. If I could just get a couple jackpots on this, I would potentially be able to buy enough hardwood fences to sell and make the extra 400 grand. But I ended up doing the math, and 30 minutes in I realized that I needed 4 million fences, or 4 million 4 million of these key coins, and I wasn't gonna do that, so I gave up. But I could have done this. If I would have not bought the seeds, if I would have cracked all of my Omni geodes and sold every gem that I got out of it, and if I would have built all the furnaces and smelted all the gold, that would have been just enough to make the 10 million. And it would have been super brutal to do. Cracking the geodes would have been another half hour, but I could have done it. But I just didn't have it in me. So we didn't quite make our final stretch goal, but we still made a ton of money. And I really enjoyed this playthrough. I enjoyed doing a min-max, but also kind of taking it easy towards the end. And if we didn't set this goal so late, we would have been able to do it no problem. And we'd have that golden clock, and that would have made spring 1st 1,000 times easier to get our farm set up. It would have still been a pain to hoe everything and water everything, and I'm not sure how that would have worked. That would have been a real challenge, or it always is, I guess, because you have to reset your professions so that stuff grows faster, and it's a whole mess. But we didn't have to worry about it, because usually on my min-max playthroughs I will have a gold clock by today, but not this time. And that's it. This is the final episode, And I mean, before the next series. And like I said, I'll go over it all again in a little recap episode. I'll just take a quick tour and kind of think about what I wish would have changed or been different and what I enjoyed and that kind of stuff. And that'll probably be out on Monday, so it'll be a little bit later than usual. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna be like out of town-ish for a day or so. A couple days maybe. And so I don't know if I'll have time to record all that. But we'll see. I'll try to make it happen on Sunday, but it's very likely to be Monday at this point. And then after that, going forward, yeah, so I just got pissed and started just shooting people. I figure I don't have any relationship with these people anyway, so I'll just start slinging at them. But yeah, anyway, well, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I'll have the new series. I gotta do like an introductory video for that series. And hopefully I'll get some folks to join and check it out. It's basically perfection in 1 year. And it's going to be a challenge. And it's going to take a lot more planning. I'm working on writing up like a script, not a script for me to speak, but a computer script to like help me plan and log and check off lists and stuff. That way I don't have to do it all manually. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah, made a little bit extra money, 38 grand. So, I don't know. It was a good run. I was happy with it. If you followed along, I would be really interested to hear like how your run ended up. So, let me know. Yeah. See you later.